Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Josh, and today we're going to count down the top 10 dopest thrift finds that we found in the last 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks. Normally we do it every week, but we missed a week because we're super busy, but we got some dope stuff here. So let's get into this list. So, like I said, we've been real busy. We just got back from a 2-day trip down to Little Rock to sift through the bins and hit up a bunch of thrift stores along the way. And so we have some stuff from then. And so let's talk about number 10. Now at number 10, we have this vintage Fudgies hat. It was like made by Kraft. It's kind of like, you know, like a fudge cake type thing. And so we got this super dope vintage snack snapback. Pretty dope. Got this for like 25 cents at a thrift store. Pretty unusual but dope find. And at number 9 we have this pair of Doc Martens. These are like brand new. These, I mean, they have a little bit of scratching here, but these are, I don't think they've ever really been worn. Always love finding Doc Martens, especially like this with the ankle boot style with the red, the oxblood red. These will sell very well. Picked them up for like $6. I would expect somewhere upwards of 60 to 65-ish, maybe all the way to $80 if I can find the right buyer. All right, at number 8 we have this dope 1999 John Paul II. When he visited St. Louis, Missouri. This is a Jesus tee in that sense. The Pope tees actually do fairly well. It's a pretty cool one. It's on a Toltecs. I'd expect somewhere in the realm of 35 to 50 for this tee. And at number 7 we have this pair of rag and bone women's jeans. These, I think technically this is new with tags, though I think they're a little bit dirty. They are the cut-off versions. They are distressed. They are sick. Rag & Bone is a great brand to be on the lookout for. I would expect that we would get somewhere between 50 and 75 for this pair of jeans. Now at number 6 you have this like kind of cropped Rolls Royce V-neck shirt. It's got like the ringers on there. Cool little shirt. I think this is probably a women's Rolls Royce shirt. If it's not, I mean it should be. It's got sort of a crop feel. It's not quite too long. It is vintage. Don't have a whole lot of other information on it, but it's Rolls Royce, so how can you go wrong? Now at number 5 we have this Mossimo. Yes, Mossimo, like the Target brand, but this is from the 90s, back when they were a little bit more well respected, like skate brand, and it's got this phrase on the back, stop or you'll go blind, if you know what I mean. Mossimo, this is like a limited edition print, long sleeve in the like olive green colorway. Super sick tee, pretty hard to find actually. Picked this up for $1, which was super dope at a flea market. But a super cool tee nonetheless. It's a good size. It's an XL, made in the USA. Dope tee. Now at number 4 we have a t-shirt that I did not realize was cool, and then I found out it was cool after it sold, unfortunately, so this is on its way out. But this is a hypercolor like tie-dye t-shirt, single stitch from the 90s. But what's so interesting about this and so dope is that it actually changes color with heat and temperature changes. Now I think this one's a little bit worn out because it doesn't change very much. That just sort of happens over time. So finding these in like really like perfect condition gives you the most change, but if they've been washed a lot of that chemical, whatever was in it, is no longer present. But I sold this for like $25. I bought it for like a $1 so I was wasn't in it for much, but super cool tee. Got the spell out. I guess keep on the lookout for this hyper color. That's what you're looking for. All right, at number 3 we have a freebie. Yes, I was driving down the road on a thrift trip and somebody had a bunch of clothes, and almost every single one of them was vintage. I piled them into the car. Mostly like 80s, late 70s, like women's clothes. So we have this 80s black. This is it's a whole jumpsuit. It's a full onesie thing. These are real popular these days. This is black with the gold buttons and the pockets. Obviously not like a banger hype beast thing, but for free, this is great. This type of stuff will sell and do well for you. I expect probably $50 to $75 for that particular pair, and since it was free, that is just cash money on top. All right, now at number 2 we have Levi's. The only Levi's entry, though it's not the only Levi's I bought. I bought a lot of Levi's this week, but this was like the dopest and probably the most valuable particular piece. It's this women's 505 in a fantastic small size. A bit short, but this is probably, let's see, it's from the late 70s, early 80s. Super great piece right here. In excellent condition. Picked this up for, I paid I think $10 for this particular pair at a thrift store. Totally worth it. Should get 70 to 100 on this pair in my opinion. Alright guys, before we get to number 1, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That would really help us out tremendously. We really appreciate it. Now at number 1 was a bins find, a Goodwill outlet find, and what was so cool about it is that we got to the outlets in about 10 minutes in. I first just like to scan and check all the tops of all the tables, and this was lying right on top as if someone pulled it out, looked at it, set it back, and decided not to take it, and it's this right here. If you guys remember from the Ralph Lauren video, you can see in the eye above, I'll link it. This is RRL. This is like Ralph Lauren's personal or style collection, and it is Selvedge denim made in Japan. You can see the Selvedge right here. These were laying right on the top. Somebody had these and then put them back. It doesn't make any sense to me. These are probably $100 to $120 pair of jeans. It's the first time I've ever thrifted RRL, or double RL, so very excited to pick this up. That's why it's on the number 1 spot. Sorry bro, whoever threw these back, you made a mistake. It's almost like every time I go to the Little Rock Goodwill outlet, I always find like really high quality Ralph Lauren. So love going there, love finding this. All right guys, and that was the top 10. Be on the lookout. We got lots of stuff coming down the pipeline. We're staying busy. But until then, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.